sweating to be had this upcoming week here.
All day I've been sweating, man. Have not been able to find a relief unless it's in the AC, man.
Yeah, you sampled some of this heat wave in Texas.
You know what? I was in Dallas when I was off last week, and it was triple digits every single day we were there, and I was like, wow, I guess I'm going to prep for the weather that's coming here.
You're ready now.
It's like the Arctic here.
I think so. Either that or I'm just over it and I don't want any more.
Yeah, the heat's one thing, but when you couple it with some of the humidity we're going to see, I think it's going to make it a lot worse. And that's really the story this week. There's not a lot of big rain chances or any widespread weather systems as we look at your weather headlines. Clear and mild overnight, but it's getting hotter tomorrow, and really the heat wave's going to build this weekend. And it is part of that heat dome, which is over the middle of the country in Texas, where it was centered for about the last month or so. Let's go to the middle of the country. You can see this kind of expansive heat wave. There were triple-digit numbers all the way up into the central and northern plains, even eastern Montana, Wyoming, up into parts of Canada. So really big heat east of the Rockies. That heat is going to be slowly pushing off to the east. In fact, you can see the ridge of high pressure. All that red is a giant high. The jet stream, remember the deep trough we had over the East Coast most of June, which gave us pretty nice, cool conditions? That coolness has retreated all the way to Canada. This is your more typical summer pattern, but we don't normally see the ridge this large or expansive. It's kind of an extension of the Bermuda High all the way back towards the west. Now, because of that high pressure system and the persistent stagnant air mass we're going to see, every day we're probably going to have air quality issues, and tomorrow is one of those days. We've got an air quality alert. That ridge of high pressure traps a lot of the pollutants underneath it, so every day they can build higher and higher. The combination of car exhaust and emissions, as well as some sunlight, creates ground level ozone. So as the heat wave expands into the Carolinas, not only is it going to be hot and humid, but we're going to see ozone action days, likely, I think, several times this week, likely all the way into the weekend. So just prepare yourself now. There's the surface high. The winds will be generally out of the southwest. One thing you notice, this cold front stays to the north. There's not a lot of clouds or showers. So unlike some of the heat we've seen where we've had some pop-up showers and thunderstorms, this is going to be pretty intense sun beating down on us. So those temperatures are going to really get elevated. You couple that with dew points jumping into the mid and the upper 60s. You're going to have to deal with heat indices pushing triple digits, if not higher, especially by Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Now, these are the air temperature forecasts, some mid and upper 90s, but look at the feel-like readings. 101 on Thursday, but with building humidity, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's going to feel like 104 to 106. Those will be the peak heat indices during the middle of the day. The heat, you can see now centered kind of over Mississippi, Louisiana, lower Mississippi River Valley. That puts the Carolinas more under the influence of that high pressure. The trough is up in the northeast, so we will see warm weather here. And going even further into the future, this looks like it's going to be sticking around. The cool weather's definitely moved up into New England, and we're seeing warmer temperatures. Now, August is around the corner. That means you really got to start paying attention to the tropics. A couple systems out there, but none of these have a really strong signal of doing anything, but it's time to start keeping an eye on every day on what's going on out there. Tomorrow, mid-90s, 20% chance, probably the best you're going to see for isolated storms the next couple of days. A 7-day forecast from Guy Roofing just gets progressively hotter. Honestly, could have put a 20% chance every day. That's kind of the main chance. Next week, though, technically cooler, but we're talking about highs in the low 90s, which will feel cool, trust me, after the Thursday through Sunday time frame.